everyone, welcome to my first daily edition. In this daily edition, I'm going to be talking about my working plan as well as the meeting highlights and the highlights of the comments from Mrs. Pratt. So I'll first start with the work this week. So this week I plan to do for the D2, there's going to be optimizing mobile websites for my website for my business, in which I'll talk about how the process of mobile optimization works for a website and how I can apply it to my own website. Secondly, for my main work, I'm going to be following the 12-week plan and continuing with one of the 12 factors of a business model. And yeah, so for D3, Mrs. Pratt will send in a D3, and that's going to be what I'm going to do. Now, let's talk about Mrs. Pratt's comments. For the last meeting, although we originally planned to have turns on being the leader, we didn't, and Mrs. Pratt came in and helped us lead the meeting, I believe. And for this meeting, I think that the main thing that I learned this week was that in order to work well in the creative industry, you need to be honest. So let's an example is when Mrs. Pratt asked me if I learned anything from the members' work, and I shouldn't really say anything to just pass this time. And instead, if I didn't really learn anything, I just said I didn't really learn anything or that I didn't view the works yet. So the next thing is that one of the things that I think that I did well for this week's work is that I essentially had more quality on it. For example, in my main work, the last part, I talked a lot about key partners, the processes, and the different partners that I would need in order to run a business efficiently. However, one of the things that I could improve on is actually making my information functionable and not following any theories, instead making it more practical and more usable and applicable for the real world, and that's what I need to improve on. So in conclusion, my working plan this week plans for the main work to follow the 12-week idea and the 12-week plan as usual. For my D2, I want to be able to talk about mobile optimization. So that's going to be all for my first daily edition. Thank you for listening.